wondered how some managers transform good teams into legendary ones? Meet Hansi Flick, the new Barcelona manager, whose incredible journey in football management has captured the attention of fans worldwide. Flick turned heads by leading Bayern Munich to a historic sextuple in 2020. During his tenure, Bayern racked up an impressive 70 victories, 8 ties and only 8 defeats in 86 matches, earning him widespread recognition. But who is Hansi Flick really? What makes him the perfect fit to take the reins at Barcelona? We're going to look back at his journey from his early coaching days in Germany to his successful stint as Germany's national team coach, and now his exciting new challenge in Spain. In 2020, Flick was named UEFA Manager of the Year, highlighting his exceptional leadership and ability to turn potential into performance. As he takes on the challenge of managing Barcelona, fans are buzzing with anticipation about how he will reshape and bring back one of football's most storied clubs. So, how did Hansi Flick go from a relatively unknown coach to one of the most respected names in football? Let's explore the breakthroughs that defined his journey to stardom. Hansi Flick was born on February 24th, 1965, in Heidelberg, Germany. Raised in a small town near the Rhine, his early life was shaped by the values of hard work and determination. His father, Hans Flick, was a businessman, while his mother, Traudel, supported the family with her work at home. Here's something you may not know. Before becoming a celebrated manager, Flick was actually a professional football player. As a midfielder, he played 104 matches for Bayern Munich, scoring 5 goals between 1985 and 1990. During his time with Bayern, he won 4 Bundesliga titles and 1 DFB Pokal title, and even played in the 1987 European Cup final. He later played 44 matches with Cologne before injuries forced him to retire from professional football in 1993. His last spell as a footballer was with Viktoria Bammental from 1994 until 2000. Despite his impressive club career, Flick never played for the German national team, although he did make 2 appearances for the Germany under-18 team in the 1983 UEFA European Under-18 Championship. So, how did he transition from player to manager? Flick's managerial career began in 1996 as a player-manager of Viktoria Bammental, which was playing in the Oberliga Baden-Württemberg at the time. Although the club was relegated to the Verbandsliga Baden at the end of the 1998-99 season, he stayed on as their coach for 1 more season, gaining valuable experience in leadership and team management. His next move was to TSG Hoffenheim in July 2000, where he took charge of an Oberliga Baden-Württemberg side, a 4th division club in Germany. In his first season, he led Hoffenheim to win the league and gain promotion to the Regionalliga Süd. Despite 4 unsuccessful attempts to reach the 2nd division of the Bundesliga, his time at Hoffenheim was marked by determination and growth. He was released from his duties on November 19, 2005, but his managerial journey was far from over. Flick then worked briefly as an assistant to Giovanni Trapattini and Lothar Matthaus at Red Bull Salzburg. Under Trapattini, one of the world's most renowned managers, Flick learned invaluable lessons on tactics and player relations, although he disagreed with Trapattini's defense-first approach. In 2006, Flick was named the assistant coach for Germany. His tenure was filled with significant achievements, including finishing 2nd at the UEFA Euro 2008, 3rd at the 2010 FIFA World Cup, reaching the semi-finals at the UEFA Euro 2012, and winning the 2014 FIFA World Cup. After the World Cup victory, he served as the sporting director at the German Football Association and served as the assistant coach for Germany during their triumphant 2014 World Cup campaign, and then transitioning away from direct management to become the sporting director for the German Football Association. What brought Hansi Flick to return to club football? Well, when Bayern Munich asks for you, it's hard to say no, even if they plan a part-time role. No one gave Hansi Flick much thought when he was appointed as Bayern Munich's interim manager in November 2019. He was supposed to be a stopgap until the club found a new permanent coach. Expectations were low, and his first game in charge was against none other than title rivals Borussia Dortmund. What could a new coach do to turn around a team that had just suffered a humiliating 5-1 defeat to Eintracht Frankfurt? But Flick rose to the challenge and surpassed it by blowing Dortmund away 4-0. Followed by another resounding victory against Fortuna Düsseldorf after the international break. He secured clean sheet wins against Olympiacos and Crvena Zvezda in the Champions League, winning the group with a game to spare. Although he was briefly stopped in his tracks with a 2-1 loss to Leverkusen, the signs were positive. Active pressing, a fast-flowing attack, and an increased desire to win, Bayern were playing like Bayern again. Hansi Flick's journey with Bayern actually first began on the 1st of July 2019, when he joined the club as an assistant coach under Niko Kovac. When Kovac left Bayern by mutual consent on November 3, 2019, Flick was promoted to interim manager. In his first match in charge, Bayern defeated Olympiacos 2-0 in the UEFA Champions League group stage on November 6, 2019. After a satisfying spell as interim coach, Bayern announced on December 22, 2019 that Flick would remain manager until the end of the season. From the moment he took over, Flick began implementing his vision. His philosophy centered around high pressing, quick transitions, and relentless attacking football. Under Flick, Bayern adopted a more aggressive and proactive style of play, emphasizing speed and precision. This shift was evident in their performances on the pitch, where they displayed a newfound intensity and hunger for victory. The Bundesliga title was the first to fall into place. Bayern's relentless pursuit of excellence saw them secure the championship with several games to spare. Flick's ability to rotate the squad effectively and maintain high performance levels was crucial in their successful league campaign. Players like Thomas Müller, who had been struggling for form under the previous management, experienced a revival. Müller, under Flick's guidance, became a vital playmaker, contributing goals and assists in abundance. The DFB Pokal followed, with Bayern showcasing their superiority in the domestic cup competition. Their path to the final was marked by dominant displays, and they ultimately clinched the trophy with a 4-2 victory over Bayern Leverkusen. Flick's tactical ability was on full display, as he utilised Bayern's depth and versatility to defeat their opponents. The crowning glory of Flick's debut season came in the UEFA Champions League. Bayern Munich's campaign was nothing short of sensational. They swept aside Chelsea and Barcelona in the knockout stages, the latter with an astonishing 8-2 victory that sent shockwaves through the world of football. In the semi-finals, Bayern faced Lyon, and once again, Flick's side delivered a masterclass in attacking football, securing a 3-0 win. The final against Paris Saint-Germain was a tense affair, but Bayern's strong defence and a decisive goal from Kingsley Coman secured a 1-0 victory, completing the treble. The success was not just about winning trophies, it was about the manner in which Bayern achieved them. Flick's Bayern played with flair, confidence, and a sense of purpose that had been missing in previous seasons. His ability to get the best out of his players, both individually and collectively, was a testament to his managerial prowess. Following the treble, Flick's Bayern continued to dominate. The 2020-21 season saw them add the UEFA Super Cup and the FIFA Club World Cup to their collection, completing a historic sextuple. This remarkable feat underscored Flick's impact and solidified Bayern's status as the best team in the world. Bayern went undefeated in the 2019-20 Champions League, becoming the first team in European Champions League history to lift the trophy with a 100% win record, and won 23 matches in a row across all competitions between February 16, 2020 and September 18, 2020, a record in German professional football. Flick held one of the highest win rates in football history, winning 83% of his games and helping Bayern average 3.0 goals per game across all competitions. Was there anything that could stop Bayern Munich and Hansi Flick? Flick's departure, as it turned out, could cause damage to both him and the club. On April 17, 2021, Flick announced his intention to leave Bayern at the end of the season, expressing his desire to coach the German national team, given his previous role as an assistant to Joachim Löw. Transitioning to the national team seemed like a natural progression for Flick. However, it wasn't all fairy tales and roses for him in Germany. When he was announced as the head coach of the Mannschaft on the 1st of August 2021, there were high hopes. Flick started his tenure with promise, winning his first 8 matches. However, his journey with the German national team did not turn out to be as perfect as expected. His tenure lasted only 25 matches. The 2022 FIFA World Cup was a significant disappointment for Flick and Germany. The team failed to advance beyond the group stage, a stark contrast to the success Flick had enjoyed at Bayern. The early exit from the World Cup was a blow, raising questions about his tactics and the team's preparedness. Moreover, the irregular results in friendlies against Japan, Colombia, and Poland added to the mounting pressure. On the 10th of September 2023, Flick was dismissed from his role as Germany's head coach. This abrupt end to his national team career left him at a crossroads, marking a stark contrast to his glittering spell at Bayern. How did Hansi, who once appeared to be unstoppable, face such a challenging period in his career? One of the hallmarks of Hansi Flick's incredible success tenure at Bayern Munich was his ability to keep things simple. Flick settled on a formation, deployed the best players for each position, and then worked extremely hard with his communication and relationship building techniques to foster a culture of unity within the club. Control possession, take chances, be fearless in the attack, support one another, and play as if every game mattered. It was simple, fantastically simple, and it worked beautifully. However, since taking over Germany, Flick seemed to do the complete opposite, constantly altering formations, tweaking tactics, experimenting with different personnel, and generally overcomplicating everything. This approach led to horrendously poor results. The once decisive and straightforward manager became entangled in his own strategies, unable to settle on a consistent approach. His inability to replicate the simplicity and effectiveness of his Bayern methods at the national level ultimately cost him his job. It wasn't always a train wreck. Flick didn't lose a match in his first 13 games as Germany's coach, but the later stages of his tenure were marked by confusion and inconsistency.